Welcome to Sharika Talks, Unraveling the Truth, a journalist's quest. Subscribe for the truth.
Chapter 4, Fight or Flight. Sachin turned his head toward the sound, his senses still sluggish from sleep. The moment his eyes adjusted to the dim lighting, his heart clenched. A girl lay sprawled near the door of the compartment, struggling to rise. Panic was etched onto her face as she pushed herself up. Then, just beyond her, emerging from the shadows like a predator, stood a towering man. The train's flickering light revealed a silvery glint in his right hand, a knife, poised for violence. His left hand had just pocketed something gold, something glimmering. A chain, a thief, a killer. And she was his prey. His groggy mind started processing information quickly. The fog of sleep vanished instantly. The unsettling dream and the lingering haze of his last drink still clung to his mind, but there was no time to dwell on it now. He felt the rush of adrenaline surge through his veins. The world narrowed to this one moment. Flight or fight? He had felt this exact sensation before. The weightless drop in his stomach before a street fight, the electricity in his veins before every battle he swore would be his last. The man moved, his grip tightening around the blade's handle. Strike fast. Kill fast. That's how these thugs operated. But before the knife could reach its target, Sachin's training took over. His body reacted faster than thought. His left arm shot up, intercepting the Snatcher's downward thrust with precise control, deflecting the blade just inches from the girl's face. At the same time, his right hand shoved Sharika backward, pushing her out of immediate danger. His left foot planted firmly against the floor, and in a fluid motion, he spun off from the berth. The force of the movement sent him twisting on his heel, his right leg lashing out like a whip. Impact! The blade of his foot slammed into the Snatcher's sternum, sending him stumbling back. A little higher, and it would have crushed his windpipe, would have killed him. Sachin wasn't here to kill, but he wasn't here to lose either. The sudden attack left the man momentarily breathless, but he didn't fall. His grip on the knife faltered, but he held on. He was stronger than Sachin had expected. Rage of a ghost. Pain flared in his chest, where the kick had landed, but it only fueled his rage. What the hell was this? This wasn't supposed to happen. It was supposed to be an easy job. A frightened girl, a quick grab, and a clean getaway before anyone noticed. And yet here he was, facing off against some wiry beggar who moved like a damn fighter. The Snatcher wasn't used to resistance. He thrived on fear, on overwhelming his victims before they could react. But this man wasn't scared. He wasn't even hesitating. No, he was trained. The realization sent a fresh wave of fury through him. He bared his teeth in a snarl. It didn't matter. Trained or not, the knife in his hand gave him the advantage. He charged. Sachin saw the attack coming even before the Snatcher began moving. Left foot forward, right hand loose. Watch the blade, not the man. The Snatcher lunged, aiming straight for his ribs, the blade flashing under the dim compartment light. Sachin sidestepped at the last second, watched his left hand darting forward. His fingers clamped onto a precise spot, right over the median nerve, just under the palm. The reaction was instant. A sharp jolt of pain shot through the Snatcher's arm. His grip weakened, and the knife slipped from his fingers, clattering onto the berth. But the man wasn't done. His free left fist came swinging toward Sachin's face. Sachin reacted without thinking. He deflected the punch with a sharp tap from the edge of his palm, sending the attack veering off course. Then, as fast as lightning, he faked a slap to the man's left cheek, a deceptive move. The moment the Snatcher flinched, Sachin struck. First hit, back of the fist to the nose, cartilage crunched, blood sprayed. The Snatcher reeled, momentarily stunned, but Sachin wasn't finished. His hand, which had withdrawn after the hit, rebounded like a rubber band, now moving with double the speed. Second hit, straight punch to the same spot. The impact sent the man stumbling backward. Sachin yanked the Snatcher's left arm forward, forcing him off balance. Then, in one swift motion, he drove his elbow into the man's temporal artery, just below the ear. The snatcher crumpled onto the berth like a sack of stones. Silence. The rhythmic clatter of the train wheels filled the space where the struggle had just unfolded. The sharp scent of sweat and blood mingled in the stagnant compartment air. Sachin stood over the unconscious man, his breaths coming fast and hard. But just as relief began to set in, a familiar warmth seeped from his fingers. Sachin glanced down. His right hand, his bandaged hand, was bleeding again. Thick rivulets of crimson trickled through the soaked fabric, staining his palm. He clenched his fingers into a fist, gritting his teeth against the pain. Damn it! Regret gnawed at him. He shouldn't have used his injured hand so aggressively. But being a right-hander, his instinct was always to use it first. He slowly turned to Sharika. She was still on the floor, wide-eyed, the terror of moments ago still gripping her. Sachin exhaled sharply, forcing his pulse to slow. He crouched beside her, offering a steadying hand. "You're safe now," he murmured. But even as he said it, a strange unease settled in his gut. This wasn't just a random mugging. Something about this felt off. The weight of an unseen force pressed against him, like the ghost of his dream lingering at the edges of his consciousness. Sachin didn't believe in fate. He didn't believe in omens. The last 48 hours of his life had been something he never could have imagined. And now, this. A sudden memory surfaced, and his stomach twisted. God damn it, what an idiot I am.
Thank you for watching Unraveling the Truth, A Journalist's Quest. Subscribe to stay updated on Sharika's journey. Stay tuned for the next part.
Disclaimer. Unraveling the Truth, A Journalist's Quest is a work of fiction. The experiences, ideas, and theories presented by the characters, including the books they write, are purely fictional and do not reflect real-world events, beliefs, or ideologies. While some incidents and characters may be inspired by real-world scenarios, they are entirely fictionalized for storytelling purposes. The author does not endorse or share the viewpoints expressed by any character in this novel. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or real events is purely coincidental. Viewer discretion is advised.